Welcome to a short video that's designed to give you an overview of how to navigate your English 102 English Composition 2 online course. This is an extension course of English 101, where you'll be honing the skills you developed in that class, particularly in analytical and argumentative writing. We'll also be putting particular emphasis on the skills of using secondary sources and performing careful scholastic research, not only to deepen your writing, but to also lengthen the arguments that you make. Down at the bottom of this page, you'll see a button that says Take Me to the Modules. If you click that, you'll get led to the very first module of the course. Alternatively, you can also begin by taking a look at the course syllabus if you so desire. However, where I'm going to start is back up at the top of the page, and this menu on the left. These are hot links to all of the major things that you'll be doing in this class. If you click on Modules, you'll get sent directly to the page of all of the course modules, which is all the course content. Assignments will lead you to a full list by due date of the assignments in the class. Discussions leads you to all the various discussion boards that we'll be doing. And of course, grades leads you to grades, so you can check your progress in the class. And people leads you to a list of all of your classmates and your instructor's contact information. Over on the right, what you will eventually be able to use and see is what's coming up due coming this week. And also, recent feedback will have listed anything that I've graded for you. Very quickly, in speaking of grades, I want to show you one thing. This is your gradebook. Obviously right now none of you have any assignments graded, but one thing that you can do as the semester progresses is you can play around with your grades. Say you want to know what's going to happen to your overall grade if you get an 86 on the first essay. You can put that in, and down at the bottom it will show you what will happen to your overall grade. Obviously, since this is the only thing I've put in here, that's the only grade. But as more things get added in, you can see how many points you need to earn on various things in order to achieve a certain grade. Now I'm going to go back home, and I'm going to lead us to the modules page. So if you click Take Me to the Modules, it's going to jump you to the first week. But if you scroll back up, there's an entire module that's got all of our basic course documents. So there's the syllabus, which you'll want to read, a page with various course policies. There's also these two discussion boards. The questions for your instructor board is a board on which you'll be able to ask me any questions that you want over the course of the semester. If you have questions about how to navigate the class, or when something is due, or a general piece of information that you might think somebody else in the course may want to know the answer to, you should ask it here. I prefer you do these questions this way, and then personal questions to why did I get that score, or asking about if you can do work late, or why you haven't turned something in. Those things can be sent via email. But questions about the course and navigating the course, I'd prefer you ask in this discussion board because other students might have the same questions. Additionally, you can ask your classmates questions between students on this discussion board. This is a board for you. I won't be looking at this board, so you can ask and talk about whatever you want here. There's also a page of our various support services, and also some information on the film that you'll need to purchase for this class. I'm going to let you read about that, and you can post questions in the discussion board if you have them. So I just want to take a quick look at the first week, just so that you understand what you're looking at each week. If you haven't taken a course on Canvas or haven't paid careful attention, each of these different symbols identifies a different thing. The first thing in every week is in Week Overview. So if you click on this, what you will find is a list of all the assignments and a very brief message about the purpose of the course. Note that each week has two deadlines, a deadline on Thursdays and a deadline on the following Monday. Listed under each deadline will be what is due, as well as links to the various places to do things. These will take you directly to those pages, but you can also access those pages on the module itself. I strongly suggest that every week you take a look at the overview. One thing on discussion boards, they're fairly intuitive. You just click on reply and you can start typing. Some discussion boards, you won't be able to see anything until you've at least posted. So you need to post your initial message before you can see what other people are saying. One other thing about discussion boards, if we go back, is you'll notice the due date. Most discussion boards have more than one due date. They have a date that you need to post material by, and a date that you need to respond to other material by. That second due date is not on Canvas anymore because Canvas only allows us as instructors to put a single due date in for any given item. So the due date that I've gone with is the first date that something is due. This doesn't mean that you should allow yourself to forget that there's a secondary deadline. Quizzes are also on Canvas. There's only a few of them, but there's instructions, and then it tells you up here when you have to take it by, how much time limit there is, so this question has none, how many points it's worth, how many times you can attempt it. Usually the answer is only one. And then you click to take the quiz. I'm not going to clock into that, but you can take a look yourself. There are also some exterior links that you'll have to look at. You can click these and they should open in another page. And then whenever you go to turn in an assignment, you click on it and you'll just click Submit Assignment. Some assignments ask you to type directly into the page, and others have you upload items. It's fairly intuitive. If you need to upload something, and sometimes you have choices. If you need to upload something, this is what will show up. You simply click Choose File, and then click Submit Assignment. When you click Choose File, a page just like when you need to attach something to an assignment or an email will show up. If you want to choose to type directly in, this is what you'll do, and you'll just click Submit Assignment. These are the basics of how to navigate our course. The only other thing I would like to add is there are 2 pages that you can't access yet. Over here, another tab that will show up will be announcements. I make an announcement usually every Tuesday morning as a way to let students know what it is that's coming up the following week. Because no announcements have been posted yet, you don't see that over there. But you'll be able to see it as soon as the first one gets posted. The only other thing that's not up here yet, that should be up here by the time you're viewing this video, is underneath support services there will be a course calendar. It'll be right here. This will tell you every single thing that you need to do and the date by which you need to do it. So in addition to the breakdown at the beginning of each week, you will see a breakdown in this calendar. You can print that if you like so that you have access to it. It's not up yet, but it should be up by the day that we start. So now that you know a little bit more about the course, feel free to start navigating, posting in the introductions to yourself, and if you have questions, posting them for me.